Hello and welcome to I Can't Believe This Got Greenlit, a show where we discuss movies from our childhood, our nostalgia from watching them as kids, how they got made, and our experiences rewatching them as adults. I'm one of your hosts, Nick Warner, and joining me as always, Matthew Pelton.
Hello, Nicholas Warner.
Dude, it is the end of the semester.
We finally finished season 2.
How is this even possible?
Banked.
I don't understand it, but I'm happy that we're here. And welcome to the finale, everyone.
Welcome to season 2 finale.
This is the season 2 finale, and we are here to present a very special episode. This is the first annual Greenlit Awards.
First ever. I want to clarify that because everybody in my life that I say, I'm working on the Greenlit Awards, they're like, oh, you guys have done that before, right?
Yeah.
No. First time.
This is the first time. It's like our version of the Oscars.
Even better.
More important.
Even better.
Stay tuned. I want to give a huge shout out to a friend of the show, Yankel Gauman, because he was the one who basically pitched me this idea.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
We were at Tap Desk one day, as we normally are. When I see him, he works
just hanging.
Tap Desk, yeah. And he basically was like, "Oh, do you guys do?" I think I was talking about the Blankies, the Blank Check Award.
Yes, shout out Blank Check.
Yeah, as always.
Every episode we shout out Blank Check
episode.
or what went wrong. Those are our two big boys.
And he basically was like, "Oh, you guys should do that for your finale." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's a great idea. Let's do it." So we're here today to talk about the best and the worst of I Can't Believe It's Got Greenlit history.
Yeah, not just season 2.
Not just season 2. We had this great debate. Actually, it wasn't really a debate. It was
I think
more
I
of a
agreed
conversation
immediately.
of should we do all of the episodes we've ever done, or should we just stick to season 2? Because there's this weird thing of like, if we do an Oscars for Greenlit,
yes,
and we just do it for season 2, is it too late to do season 1 in summer sessions?
Yeah, it's kind of this, like,
it kind of
they
was.
just never got it kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think we should merge them.
Yeah.
We did every single movie we've ever covered on this show.
And believe me, especially when we get to actor in a supporting role, it gets to quite a lot.
It is, yeah. Let's just say Nick made a giant spreadsheet, like an Excel
Massive.
sheet. It was huge, dude.
Enormous.
It was so ridiculous.
Of every single actor, actress, like director, sound person,
supporting,
everything.
1-minute character, which we'll get into.
Of every single movie we've ever done.
DVD covers.
We'll
Best
get
Picture.
to it.
It's wild.
It's awesome. But before we do that, dude, let's talk about season 2.
Because we finished.
We done.
Officially banked
This
season
is
2.
The best part about this episode, for those listening, and I guess for me listening in the future.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick. This episode is being recorded on Wednesday night, the Wednesday before the Thursday, tomorrow, that I leave for the semester.
Same here.
Which is nuts. And it's the second to last semester before we're graduated.
It's over.
Hypothetically for me, but more concrete for you.
Yes, yeah. Fingers crossed for Nick.
But it is crazy because like this morning I had a finance final, I had an econ final.
Sure.
I had my last comedy class of the semester.
Which is wild. That's a sentence that we say.
Insane.
But yes.
And then I just came from the Wilbur party, the holiday party, which was super fun. And now we're here.
It is weird that we just completed our last fall semester as a college student ever.
Yeah.
Well,
today,
hopefully.
Right now. Like
yeah.
We're in
it's like
this is
I have class tomorrow and Monday and then it's over.
It.
Which is wild.
It's insane. But yeah, let's talk season 2. Dude.
Season 2?
I don't really understand how we really didn't cover a objectively bad film this
That's
semester.
the weirdest part. We were talking about this before the show.
It's insane.
But in season 1,
I'm gonna go over
you had
all
like horrendous movies.
Yeah, horrible.
Summer sessions. Horrendous movies.
There were some
particularly
stinkers.
one that we'll get into.
Yeah.
But season 2, there were movies that I obviously didn't enjoy that much because that's just how this show works. But there was not one movie that I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is one of the worst things ever created.
It's insane.
We got away with it. I think we cheated a little bit.
We really did.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this. We started off with a bang with Curious George.
Yeah, we did.
It was such a fun episode and such a fun movie to cover.
It was such a good thing to come back to like after the summer.
Yeah, oh my God. It was such like a palate cleanser because I think we ended season 2 of
season 2. We're ending season 2 now.
Summer sessions with like, oh God, these movies were so bad.
What was the last summer session? Was it Batman and Robin was our last movie?
Yeah, Batman and Robin, which was so bad.
Yeah, which is horrendous.
So bad. And like, oh God, it was just...
And we had Fred over the summer. We had B movies.
It was rough.
Batman and Robin.
B movie was pretty good.
Okay, all right, take it easy. Take it easy.
But then we had one of, if not my favorite guests on the show, Maddie Kuzza, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, also
for G-Force,
my favorite guest.
Fantastic
I love Maddie's
time.
on the show.
Then we did Shorts with Yankel, which was such a fun time.
Good friend of the show,
Nightmare
Yankel.
Before Christmas, it was our first ever holiday episode.
And first movie we watched together.
First movie we watched together.
Yeah, we went to a theater. Nick held my hand during the movie.
Fantastic. Might have kissed.
Baby,
And then we had
Gentlemen don't
Lily
tell.
on for Emperor's New Groove.
Oh,
which
yeah.
was such a fun time. We went to
That's
that
true.
insane backstory of that movie.
Of Sting. Sting was in that movie.
Exactly.
Don't ever forget that.
Never forget.
If you learn one thing from the show, that Sting did music for Emperor's New Groove.
Which is wild.
That still keeps me up at night to this day.
Keeps me up at all hours.
Sting.
And then we had Narnia with Ruby.
Yes, we did.
Super fun. What a fantastic
One of my
guest.
favorites. Yeah, great guest, great episode.
Maybe the best movie we've ever covered on the show.
Maybe.
We had Pan's Labyrinth.
The only real movie we've ever covered on the history of this show.
with Andy, which was fantastic.
I will
Super
forever love
amazing
Andy
guy.
for choosing an actual film.
And then we had our second ever holiday episode, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, which was also our first ever Greenlit episode that was remote. So that was super fun.
If you exclude summer sessions, we weren't in the studio.
Yeah.
We got to listen. I want to point out we had less than a week break, and we still did an episode
Still
of
did.
Greenlit. We're
was
way
great.
too committed to this show.
And then to round out our guests, we had Fallon on for the Pink Panther.
Yes, I love Fallon so
Love
much
Fallon.
with all my heart.
And then the last episode we just did was our Christmas
With
episode.
Grinch.
With Grinch.
Yeah, we got Jim Carrey on.
Dude, what we did. We had
got him.
Cindy Lou on
Yeah,
the
go
show.
back and listen to that episode. We got both of them.
Dude, what a great season.
Season 2, I will say, season 1, I know I've said this before, but when you first pitched the show, I was a little unsure. Because I was like, how many movies are there really to cover?
Too many.
It turns out there's way too many. I don't know how me and Nick would do on the radio. It's like such a weird, different world. And now that we've come this far in season 2, I love this show. I'm so
know.
happy you came up with this.
It's
I'm
the
so happy
best.
you asked me to be a part of
I
it.
was so happy
This
with
is
this show.
yeah.
It's the best
Thank you
thing
so
ever.
much, man. I love doing this with you.
Of course. This is like the highlight of my week every week. And again, we just lucked out this semester with so many good movies.
And guess.
And also going off of like and guess, absolutely.
Yeah.
And going off of like the idea of there's not enough movies to like cover, however many seasons.
which we were very wrong.
Dude, I just counted today.
Okay.
This semester, we added 17 movies to the list. I mean, between you, me, and all of the
All the
people that we've
guests.
ever pitched it to, 17 movies.
Okay, well, you know what the crazy part about the list of
To
movies
the
is?
existing list of like 40
So
movies.
for people who don't know, me and Nick made a list of every childhood movie that we want to cover. I think there's over 40 at this point.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Tons.
But the not the problem. The best part about this show is that there's 40 between the two of us.
I know.
And most of the guests don't pick from the list.
I know.
So the list just keeps growing, and they have their own movies.
We can't diminish any of the
We can't. We never trim it down. It just grows and grows. I think like 2 days ago, I was like, "Can you add these 2 movies to the list?"
And then
2
Maddie
more.
just pitched her next movie, which her track record is not having fantastic movies, but
no, it's not
great
but-
episodes.
Sure, yeah.
Not good movies, great episodes. That's kind of her-
Horrendous movies. Yeah,
yeah.
She picked Fred, and I will never forgive her for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
although
whatever.
G-Force wasn't the worst thing in the world. But we'll get
Sam
to that.
Rockwell was in it.
Yeah. Sure. Will Arnett was my favorite part, but that's fine.
It's close.
Yeah.
It's close.
But yeah, season 2 was great. However,
Season 2 was great.
I think we should get to the subject at hand.
Now wait a minute. Before we move on for
Yeah.
our little season 2 conversation,
Yeah.
I have something I had to tell you live on air,
Oh.
and I've been waiting.
You've never told
2
me?
months to tell you this.
Oh my God, I'm nervous.
So before
Should I
the
be
show,
nervous?
no, not
Okay.
nervous. Before the
Am I
show,
fired?
you're fired. Yeah, Maddie, come on in, Maddie. Get her in.
Woo!
Come on in, Patrick Warburton.
I'm just kidding.
She's here. No, before the show, Nick, me and you were talking about the Christmas gifts we got for each other.
Oh, yeah.
And I told you I was going to give you your gift after the show.
Right.
That was a lie. I'm going to give you your gift right now.
No. Are you serious? No, now I feel bad because I don't have yours. So for context,
Yeah, you wanna
I ordered
explain it while
my
I get
gift
ready?
like 3 weeks ago. And I got it from a certain website that, is not Amazon, that doesn't have 2-day shipping.
Yeah,
And they
whoops.
basically told me it was going to be here by the 9th. It is now the 13th. of
It's
December.
not here.
And I know that it's like an Emerson like processing thing of like in the
In the
package
little
room.
locker system, yeah.
But like,
They take a while. They do take
I'm
a
so
while.
upset because I want to show it to you so bad.
Now, for those who also don't know, because this is obviously only on radio,
Yeah.
I'm wearing a full parka right now that is zipped up.
Wait, okay, now I'm nervous.
There's a reason I'm wearing
Did you
it.
get us matching t-shirts?
I got
Oh
us
my God.
better than that.
Oh my God.
So for those who don't know, Nick loves crew necks.
Oh,
You have an obsession with crew
did
necks.
you get us matching crew necks?
You want to close your eyes real quick?
Maybe. Wait, this is so weird. I don't like this. I'm so nervous.
Okay, Nick,
Okay.
open up.
Okay. Oh my God. No
Dude,
way.
check that out.
Dude.
Let me take off my jacket
Oh
immediately.
my God. This is
You want to
insane.
explain what I just handed
Wait,
over
where
there?
did you get this from? Okay, wait. Hang on. Okay. So Pelton just handed me a crew neck that is pink that has the I can't believe this got Greenlit like logo.
It's like embroidered.
on
Dude, we have
the
matching
side of
crew
it.
necks.
This is incredible. Where did you get these
Merry
from?
Christmas, Etsy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, to be fair, I also ordered from Etsy.
I figured.
Do you want me to show you?
If you want.
I think I should.
Sure.
Okay.
But we have matching little pink Greenlit crew necks.
Okay.
By the way, the way I've been wanting to wear this for the last 2 months. It is so comfy.
Oh, wait, you had it for 2 months?
I've had it forever.
Oh my.
There was one point you went to my apartment to film and I had to hide it from you.
That's insane.
It was just sitting on like my desk for 2 months straight.
Okay.
This Greenlit pink crew neck.
So here we go. So this is a t-shirt, by the way.
Do we have matching ones?
We do not have matching
Just
ones. But this is the design on it.
No way.
It's also Greenlit related.
Dude, it's just a collage of Patrick Warburton and all his characters
that we've covered on the show.
Oh, that's true.
Everyone that we've covered on the show so far. So it's Wolf W. Wolf. It's Kronk. It's Ian from Open Season, and then
what's the guy's name from B Movie?
Ken from B Movie.
Ken from B Movie, and then in the most outrageous fonts is Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, it's
with
one
like
of those
lightning in the back.
It's one of those it's like the sexy collages of like Tom Holland or whatever.
Did you like purposely request these 4 movies?
Yeah. I did the picture of him in the middle, and it's all custom. Yeah.
That's so sick. Yeah. That's so rad.
We will hopefully get a picture with these crew necks and this shirt for the Instagram.
Follow the Instagram. You will see both the crew necks and the shirt.
That's awesome. I'm going to put this to the side.
Thank you so much, man. That's so rad.
Thank you. This is the best thing ever. And also, I agree with Allie. I think we're tied.
We had a bet who had the best Christmas gift. I was like, I got embroidered Greenlit crew necks.
It's so funny that we both got Greenlit related things. But have you seen this type of shirt before?
Yes.
Because it's like a type of
I've seen it. I've never seen it in person, but I've seen obviously that design done before.
One of my friends, Gracie, who actually I'm pretty sure listens to the show. Shout out Gracie. Hi Gracie.
Hi Gracie.
She has a Tom Holland version of that.
Oh, there you go.
Where it's like different sexy
Mine's
pictures
better.
of Tom Holland. Yeah.
Patrick Warburton's way better.
And actually, the guy who designed the shirt replaced Wolf W. Wolf with something else of Patrick Warburton. And I was like, no.
It has to be the Wolf. Yes.
Yeah,
because that's the best one.
It's the best one.
That's the best one.
We'll see.
Well, yeah, once we get to the awards.
Perfect transition. Yeah. But yeah, that was so sweet. Thank you so much.
Of course,
this is amazing.
Thank you for the Patrick
so
Warburton shirt. That's rad.
I almost asked you, like, you hyped up like your outfit.
Yeah,
this episode for so long, and I was like, he's wearing a
I've been wearing this all day.
Yeah.
Okay. I even like behind the scenes. I told Nick, I was like, I'm feeling sick, so I might just keep the jacket on.
Oh, see, I didn't even catch that.
I totally lied.
I didn't even catch that.
Because I saw, if you see me wearing pink, you're like, what are you wearing?
Yeah,
so I'd like zip it all the way up.
That. Yeah,
I had a whole strategy.
Dang, you're good, man.
It's whatever.
I'm excited for that t-shirt to come in, though. So
I am too. I'm so pumped.
I'm excited for you to wear that around.
I know.
And people will be like, what is this guy doing?
Who even is that? What is this?
Patrick Warburton. And it's like the most random movies. You can argue like 1 or 2 of them are pretty popular for
It's definitely not his most famous
catalog.
roles.
No,
not even
Ian
close.
And Wolf.
I know. Like,
crazy.
What the hell's a hoodwinked?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like a not putty.
Yeah.
It's like a not Seinfeld.
Exactly.
Which is so funny. Okay. So, going into, before we get to the Greenies, which is the first annual Greenlit Awards.
Yes.
Let's do our Greenlit Season 2 ranking.
Yes. The
I'm
famous
curious,
rankings.
Obviously, like before we started the show, we talked a little bit about, because usually we go top to bottom because it's way more fun because
it's
usually
Greenlit. We cover bad shows. That's the whole point.
But this season, we had some pretty good movies on the show.
We did.
So I pitched to Pelton and he immediately agreed that we should do it bottom to top.
Yes.
Because I think the top is more
interesting.
interesting.
We didn't have a big stinker
No.
this semester, this season.
Do you want to start with your number 9?
Number 10.
Number 10.
I counted 10. I counted 10.
Oh.
Nicholas.
Wait, what did I miss?
Did I repeat?
Wait. What did I miss? I missed something.
We said to do our rankings and find out what you missed.
Hang on.
The co-host of the show missed a whole movie.
Wait, no, I didn't. Wait, you have 10?
I have 10.
Okay, let's just do it. And
Let's just see what happens.
Let's
see what happens.
Yeah.
My number 10, unless I somehow screwed it up.
Okay.
My number 10.
No, we have 10 films.
We have 10 at the bottom of the list.
I know which one I missed.
You do?
Charlie Brown.
Oh,
yeah.
you missed Charlie Brown.
And I know where he stands.
Okay,
Go
perfect.
ahead.
Okay.
That depressed little boy.
My least favorite film of the season 2, my favorite season, the least favorite movie is The Pink Panther.
Interesting.
My memory is just, I didn't find it very funny. It's kind of hard to get through. It wasn't like horrendous, but just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is G-Force.
Oh, you put G-Force at 10?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't love it. I actually had to listen back to the very end of like our final thoughts of each of those episodes because my number 9 is Pink Panther.
Oh, there you go.
And it was such a close tie
That's
between
fair.
the two that I didn't hate either of them, But I just found G-Force less appealing
Than Pink Panther?
because I had the nostalgia behind the comedy and everything.
Oh,
Pink
that's
Panther.
true. I forgot you had seen that movie before.
So that's my number 9.
That's fair.
I'm also reading off of this. Technically, it's number 8, but Charlie Brown's now in there, so I have to remember
yeah,
that.
mentally
Go ahead.
did.
Yeah.
My number 9. Sorry to our boy. He's a big name on the show, but my number 9 is Shorts by Robert Rodriguez.
Okay, that's okay.
I did not like Shorts at all.
You want to know why? Because my number 7 is Shorts.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so we're kind of
just
similar
kind of
here. Yeah,
almost
yeah.
perfect.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not alone. I think Shorts is kind of low.
that's
You know what I mean?
Fair. Wait. Okay, so what's your number 7?
My number 8.
I'm sorry. Oh
Your
my
number
god.
8.
I literally just outwardly
Trying to mentally
admitted.
keep track.
No. Okay, then I lied. My number 8 is Charlie Brown.
You put Shorts above Charlie Brown?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
That's
Actually, just
wild.
kidding. Shorts.
Okay.
Because it's not in the list. So now, okay. Yes. Okay.
It's all over the place over there.
I fixed it.
So your number 8
My
is Shorts.
8 is Shorts.
Okay.
7.
Mine. I did give my number 8.
Sorry. Your number 8.
My 10 is Pink Panther. 9 is Shorts.
Yes.
My number 8.
I'm going to write this down just so I have
Yeah.
the actual numbers.
Get yourself organized over there.
Okay, go ahead.
It's my number 8. And I feel bad because I know you're not going to be a fan that I'm about to say this. My number 8 is Emperor's New Groove. I'm sorry, man.
Ooh, we have very different lists. Oh, just you wait to see where that
I
one
just was
ranks.
not a big fan of this movie.
No, I know
wasn't.
and I fully get it. That's the thing.
Yeah,
is
it's just,
I understand.
there's no nostalgia, so it's just not there for me. I
Yeah.
get nothing from this.
I get it. So that was your number 8.
That was my number 8.
Okay, my number 7 is Charlie Brown.
There it is.
That's where I put it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
now
I know-
I actually have the 10.
There you go. You have 1 through 10.
Yeah.
My number 7 is G-Force.
Okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
it's not
We have
10,
like a
but
fairly similar.
yeah, they're kind
bottom
of similar
besides
stuff is at the bottom.
Embers.
Well, want.
It's
That's
the
what I'm
one.
going to be number 1.
We'll
You're going to
see.
get kicked out. I am replacing you with Maddie if Emperor's your number 1. Okay, you're number 6.
Number 6, Narnia.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was very middle of the road. I didn't love it. I didn't
Huh.
hate it.
I have Narnia a bit higher.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say where, but I have a bit
Yeah.
higher. My number 6 was How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I understand.
I love Jim Carrey in that movie, but
It's fairly middle of the road.
it's very middle of the
because
road.
it's like I have the super nostalgia behind it, and it doesn't super hold up like when you're watching it. However, it's my number 5. So we're like,
there you
again,
go.
we're like neck
We're
and neck.
very
This is
close.
I would argue this might be the closest
Easily.
list that
We're
we've
usually
had.
polar
Yeah.
opposite. I think you had like Batman and Robin last for summer sessions. I had it like a number 1 or something ridiculous
yes.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 5 is Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I
Okay,
put it
yes,
above
that's
Grinch
close.
personally.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because again, it's just because like Grinch at least would bother me sometimes. Charlie Brown, even if it's weak points, I wasn't like annoyed.
Yeah, no.
It was just like
I get that.
Yeah, like there's better Charlie Brown, but this is okay. Like this isn't that bad.
Yeah.
So number 5.
Okay. So for not my number 4, this is where we're getting into like top tier. These are my favorite movies. Like genuinely good.
So what about your number 5?
It was Grinch.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry, my bad. Number 4.
No, you're good. So 4 to 1 are like my top. Like,
You
these
actually
are
like
actually
these.
good movies in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
eyes. Number 4, Curious George.
Oh, you put number 4.
Fantastic movie. What a way to start a season.
I agree. Curious George
Such
rocks.
a cute film.
Yes.
And yes, number 4 for me.
My number 4 was Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, that is reasonable, and I genuinely
yeah.
thought it was going to be lower, and I'm happy that it wasn't.
I will say, yeah, I kind of agree with numbers 1 through 4. I liked.
Yeah.
I like these movies 1 through
Okay,
4.
that's great to hear.
Yes, 4 is Night Before Christmas.
Okay, number 3. Now, this is where I know that you're going to be like, how is this possible? Because the only 2 films left, you do not agree that they are higher than this movie.
Okay.
My number 3 is Pan's Labyrinth.
It's number 3?
It is number 3. It's not even number 2.
It's the only real movie we've
It's the only real
watched.
movie. And we said this before the show. I objectively agree with you that it is the best movie on this list.
Easily.
Objectively as like filmmaking technique.
Yes, it's not even close.
However, the nostalgia of my top 2 movies combined with the genius of either their comedy or their music, and we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, I know Sting's coming up.
Yep, they're gonna be top 2. But
Okay.
You go number 3.
Okay. We'll get into it. My number 3 is Chronicles of Narnia.
I
I actually didn't think it was going to be that
that's
high.
Reasonable.
And then I was making the rankings. I'm like, this might be number 3.
Yeah,
I was stunned.
that's fair.
But remember, I have a lot of nostalgia with that one.
Yeah.
I was in love with the main girl.
Yeah, you were.
I really was. And it kind of held up.
Yeah.
Not all of it, but kind of. So, yeah, number 3, Chronicles of Narnia.
All right, here we go. Now to get to the controversy.
Last 2.
Number 2, for me,
Okay.
it's the comedy combined with my newfound love of animation.
Sure.
Is The Emperor's New Groove.
As long as that wasn't number one.
No.
I'm very happy that wasn't number one.
There's
Thank
a really
God.
good reason for my number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
I don't
Big
agree.
Weight off your chest.
I had that as 8.
Sure. No, that's why I said we had very different.
Because didn't you watch that movie like an uncomfortable amount of time?
Like 50.
Yeah,
Like so many.
I get it being high up for
Not
you.
actually
That makes
50, but
sense.
so many.
Yeah, but for the Greenlit show, that makes sense.
Yeah.
My number 2, this should be obvious. It's our boy. It's Curious George.
Yeah, it
The
has
monkey
to be.
himself, baby. Number
has to be.
2.
It makes sense because your number 1
Should be your number 1.
it should be,
Just
but I'm saying
saying.
your number 1 and your number 2 reflect in my rankings, although they're like down 2 spaces.
Yes. Yeah,
Like,
you
you're
had
not-
them back to back.
Back to back.
That is true.
And yours are also back to back.
Yes.
So my number 1, because of just the pure joy I have when watching this film, I was so happy with the music.
Nightmare.
Every single song was a banger. It was Nightmare Before
Nightmare.
Christmas.
Yeah.
The nostalgia combined with the acting, combined with the backstory, combined with the technical side of it, the music,
I get it.
everything.
I
was
get it.
Perfect.
Nightmare on the list, while I didn't personally enjoy it that much, just because I was very excited for Halloween movie.
Yeah.
I feel like I got robbed a little bit.
Fair.
But Nightmare is the only other one that's like technically a great film.
Yeah.
The filmmaking's great. The acting's great. Like most of these movies are kids movies. Nightmare is like is a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
get it. And if it wasn't for Andy, Curious George would be my number 1.
Yeah.
But it's Pan's Labyrinth.
It has to be Pan's
It
Labyrinth.
has to be Pan's
It, like,
Labyrinth.
objectively has to, but my
Yes.
nostalgia trumps the objectivity.
And I get because it's the show.
Yeah.
But in this season, there wasn't a lot of big nostalgia movies for me.
Yeah.
Chronicles
well, that's
is probably
exactly
the closest. You know what I mean?
Is I think this season more than anything, I have the most amount of
Yeah,
nostalgia.
and I had the least.
Exactly. There
So,
you go.
yeah,
That
Pan's
reflects
Labyrinth is
in
like
our-
a fantastic film.
It makes
So of
total
course
sense.
that's number 1.
Exactly. And it would be my number 1 if I didn't have these two.
I get it. I get
hits
it.
in my childhood.
Because the whole show is about rewatching movies from your
There you go.
childhood. That makes sense. I see. I'm not. You
And
thought
was-
I'd be so mad.
No. I'm shocked. Not shocked. I knew that was gonna be your number 1.
I assumed it'd be your number 1. To be honest, I was
There
like,
you
Pan's Labyrinth has to be number 1.
Well, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's season 2.
That's season 2.
Now-
Our lists were pretty similar, by the
Pretty
way.
similar.
Yeah.
I'm pretty shocked.
I think Emperor's was the biggest divisive one.
Yeah.
I had that at 8. You had that what? 3 or 2? Was it 2?
It was 2.
2, which is
Yeah.
ridiculous. But
Yeah, a lot of people would agree with you, but I stand my ground.
I just want to make it well known that you're saying Emperor's New Groove is a better movie than Pan's Labyrinth.
I'm saying that
I
I,
just want-
liked it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's objectively better.
Okay, that's fair.
I
That's
can
fair.
admit that it's objectively not better.
As
like
long
by
as you
a
can admit.
landslide.
Yes.
But I just have a better time with it. Okay, going into the first annual Greenlit
Greenlit
Awards. The Greenies.
The
I don't-
Greenies.
I don't know if that name's gonna hold up, but we'll see.
It's gone.
I think it's cool. Okay, so for this, we're gonna go kind of similar to the Oscars. We have 5 nominees. We're each gonna run down. We're gonna give all of our nominees, and then we're each gonna give our winner.
Yes. So each category
gonna
has
have
2
different
winners. The Warner winner and the Pelton winner.
And then we're gonna go from there. Hopefully, we can get through all of these before time runs out.
We'll see what we can do.
In Oscar Greenlit fashion, we're going to start with Best Actor in a Leading Role.
Starting off strong.
That's not how the Oscars work, but let's do it. Do you want to start?
Sure.
do it.
We'll alternate.
Okay.
Okay, so my 5 nominations for Best Actor in a Leading Role
Yes.
for the first ever category and the first ever Greenies.
That's crazy.
You ready?
Yeah.
I have Zach Braff for Chicken Little.
Great nomination.
Great nomination. I agree. He kills that movie.
I should have him in here.
Ridiculous. I have Sam Rockwell for G-Force.
Okay.
Not a great movie, but I love Sam Rockwell. I think he
Fair
kills
enough.
it. I have Danny Elfman / Chris Sarandon,
Sarandon, yeah.
for Jack Skellington.
Great nomination.
Had to be included.
Yeah.
Because he kills it.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to pronounce his last name. Todd Barbie.
Okay,
Barbie? Barbie? There's 2 E's for Charlie Brown.
Okay.
I think he's so good at being such a sad sack.
Yeah, that's great.
You know what
I
I mean?
love that.
He does such a good job. And then I have Jim Carrey for The Grinch.
See, this is what I love about this idea. Shout out to Yankel. But
Thanks, Ankle.
there's so many choices that we
There's
can pick
so
from
many.
that there is so little crossover.
Did you have any?
And when there is crossover, that means something.
I think
have
you
2.
also have Danny Elfman.
I have 2.
I think you're also going to do The Grinch. That's my
Spot
guess.
on.
Yep, those are
yeah,
your 2.
Spot on.
Now, do you want to give
my
your nominations?
5 nominees are Shia LaBeouf as Cody Maverick
Wow.
in Surf's Up.
Okay, you know what? I get that. He was close for me.
Now,
Close contender.
I would like to say my second nomination, I want to change
oh.
to Chicken Little.
Oh, you want Zach Braff.
But it was initially Martin Lawrence as Boog in Open Season.
Oh.
So I'm changing it to Chicken Little.
Okay, Zach Braff steals the spot.
Steals the spotlight.
Chicken Little takes over the hedge in the first ever
open
Greenies.
season, but that's fine.
Open season. The same movie to me, but.
My third nomination, Frank Welker as Curious George in Curious George.
Oh.
Fantastic performance.
Good, yeah. I respect that.
And then the last two are the same. Danny Elfman and Chris Sarandon as Jack Skellington. And then Jim Carrey as the Grinch. Yep. Now, who is your winner for best leading actor?
My winner is Danny Elfman and Chris Sheridan for Jack Skellington.
Wow.
Only because it's two people, and yeah, they kind of sound different, but the music is so good, and he's so cool in that movie. I had to give it to him.
Yeah.
It was almost easy for me.
Here's what I'll say. I don't think that this is ever going to happen again in the history of the Greenlit Awards.
Did you pick the same?
But my winner for the actor in a leading role is Danny Elfman and Chris Sarandon for Jack Skellington. That is insane. That is the first nomination
Same
and first
winner.
win that we have, and that's never ever gonna happen again.
That's wild.
That blows my mind that happened.
Hey, there's two people. They each need a greenie, so we picked them both.
There you go. That's the perfect
Yes, congrats on the greenies.
beginning.
Yes.
I
will say
right along. Yeah,
before we move to the next category, Jim Carrey was a close second.
My close second was Jim Carrey and also Frank Welker. Because Curious George is a
that's
hard
fair.
role to
Yeah, that's
pull
a tough
off,
one. He's
and
a
he
monkey.
was convincing.
He was. That's very fair.
Okay, moving along to Best Actress in a Leading Role.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Okay, my 5 nominations for Best Actress Best Actress in a leading role.
To be fair, we did not have many of these. So there might be
there's
overlap.
only like 7 or 8
Yeah.
possibilities. So again, a couple of these names I'm going to struggle with.
Yeah.
You have Ivana
Baquero.
for Ophelia and Pan's Labyrinth.
Yes.
Had to be nominated.
Had to be nominated.
You have Anna Popplewell
Yep.
for Narnia.
Yeah.
The love of my life.
Yeah.
My future wife. You had Anne Hathaway
Mm-hmm.
for Red and Hoodwinked.
Yeah.
I used Georgia Henley,
Okay.
also from Narnia.
Great.
2 Narnia nominations.
Lucy.
And then I did, because it's the show, I put Taylor Dooley for Lava Girl.
Okay. We have the exact same nominations, except I replaced Alexa Penavega as Carmen Cortez in Spy Kids in place of Sharkboy and Lava Girl.
Oh, you and Spy Kids instead of Lava Girl.
Yes, all the same nominees.
Same exact nominations.
Same exact nominations. Let's hear your winner. And I'm almost convinced that we're going to have the same back-to-back.
I don't know if we will.
Because I think that there's an objective winner here.
There is an objective winner. I did not go with the objective winner.
Let's hear it.
Okay. I went with Anna Popplewell from Narnia.
Because you're in love with her.
Because I'm in love with her. She's my girl. I have to give it to her.
But you know that the objective winner
is Ophelia.
Is Ivana Baquero for Ophelia and Pan's Labyrinth, which is my
100%.
winner. She murders that role.
She is phenomenal in that movie.
So good, and she's a kid.
I'm in love.
I mean, that is fair.
I can't help it,
But I had
Nick.
to throw some love to Pan's Labyrinth, even though I didn't give them my top 2 spots.
That's fair.
For the
Because
season.
I gave him the nomination. Pan's Labyrinth gets my number 1.
Yeah.
I had to go with my future wife because I know she's going to listen to this.
Of course she
And
is.
she's going to be so mad if I didn't give her the greenie.
Yeah, of course.
Furious.
Also, by the way, we're shipping out actual awards to the winners, regardless of if they know it or not.
Are they all getting Greenlit embroidered
Yeah.
crew necks?
Yeah. Okay, going on to maybe my favorite category of this entire thing. Best actor in a supporting role.
There's a lot.
This was maybe, I think there was close to 70?
Yeah,
80
there's
maybe?
a lot.
But I feel like we're going to have maybe the most fun with this thing
I think
of
we are
all
too.
time. Okay, do you want to hit me with nominations?
My 5 nominations for Best
hear it.
Actor in a Supporting Role.
Supporting role.
Okay. Jean Reno? Okay. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Le Frog in Flushed Away.
That's a great nomination.
Yes.
That is a great.
Flushed Away will never appear on this show again.
Okay.
But Le Frog specifically should get a nomination. I love Le Frog and Flushed Away.
Yeah.
I put Jeff Bridges for Big Z and Surf's
Interesting.
Up.
Okay.
And now here we
Cool.
go.
Yeah.
I put Patrick Warburton from Hoodwinked.
Okay, Wolf W. Wolf.
Wolf W. Wolf.
Yeah.
Patrick Warburton. I put Patrick Warburton, Ian in Open Season.
Ian in Open Season. Okay, great.
And then my last one, I put Patrick Warburton, Kronk in Emperor's New Groove.
Fantastic.
Patrick Warburton made it 3 times.
3 times.
On my list.
Now, I'll say this. He also made it 3 times on my list, but it was not the same 3.
Oh, different 3.
So here's my nomination.
Okay.
Patrick Warburton as Wolf W. Wolf in Hoodwinked.
Let's go.
Steve Carell as Hammy in Over the Hedge.
Oh, interesting.
I thought he was great in that
Okay,
movie.
that's fair.
Patrick Warburton as Kronk in Emperor's New Groove.
Okay.
John Goodman as Pacha in Emperor's New Groove.
Good choice.
I thought he was
That's
fantastic.
a good choice.
And finally, Patrick Warburton as Ken in B Movie.
Oh, you went B Movie instead of Open Season.
He had more of a presence and like more of an interesting role in B Movie than he did in Open Season.
I see that.
But I'm glad that you nominated him in Open Season.
That means he got almost every movie he was in.
Yeah, your whole entire T-shirt.
They have my entire T-shirt. That's true. All four.
Hopefully, we'll be here in the next,
Check
day.
the Instagram, greenlit.wecb.
Anyways,
So my winner.
Yes, your
for
winner.
Best
Let's hear
Actor in Supporting Role, I went with Patrick Warburton.
But which movie?
For what movie? I chose Wolf W. Wolf in Hoodwinked.
I knew. See, here's the.
I love Hoodwinked.
Going into this show, I knew for a fact that you were gonna pick Patrick Warburton for Wolf W. Wolf in Hoodwinked.
I have to. It's his best one.
My winner
It's Patrick Warburton.
is Patrick Warburton.
Yes. Which
However, mine, if you can guess, I will not be surprised because it is one of my favorite movies.
You picked Kronk.
Of course I did.
Yeah. Okay.
He is easily the best part of that movie.
I agree.
And I don't disagree that he is easily the best part of Hoodwinked.
Yes.
But I love Emperor's New Groove much more
That's
than I love
you just like the character of Kronk more. That's fair. You're a big Emperor's
So
guy.
Patrick
I get it.
Warburton gets 2 green
He
Ds
gets 2, but for different movie.
for different movies.
Different movie. As
So-
he should, by
As
the
he
way.
should. Now moving right along into Best Actress in a Supporting Role.
Also, not a lot of options. For
Not a
this
lot
one.
of options, but all really strong performances.
I
in
agree.
my
This
opinion.
one was very tough for me. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
My 5.
Yes.
Now, one of them you're going to be mad at me, though.
One of them I think you're going to be mad at me too.
Perfect.
Great.
Okay. I picked Kate Winslet, Rita, and Flushed Away.
Okay.
I thought she killed it.
Yeah. What happened to Flush Away not appearing ever again?
I forgot I put Kate Winslet. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to mispronounce her name, so I apologize.
You got it.
Carla Gugino?
Okay.
Gugino? I don't know.
Gugino.
She's the mom in Spy Kids.
Okay.
I put her only because I
Interesting.
think she's really attractive.
Yeah.
When I was
more
watching
than
Spy
fair.
Kids, I was like, oh yeah, I had a crush on her as a kid,
Best
and I
part of the
still do.
movie.
Best part of the movie. Now here's the one you might get mad.
Okay.
Remember, I have a lot of nostalgia behind this one.
Okay.
I picked Uma Thurman for Poison Ivy. For best, not worst.
Oh my
For
god.
best.
Yeah. Wait till we get to worst. Interesting. Okay.
I think she
That is-
crushes it.
Insane.
I think she knows what movie she's in, and she so plays into it in the best way.
I
Like,
can
everyone
get on,
else
I
is
can get
trying
on
to
board
make
with
it
that
good.
idea, but I don't agree that it ends up being a good performance.
I love her as Poison Ivy
Fair enough.
so much.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, I'm gonna mispronounce this one too,
Okay.
so I might just go with the character's name.
Just do the character's name.
Okay, I picked Mercedes from Pan's Labyrinth.
Okay.
I think
Mirabelle Verdú,
yes,
Great.
thank you.
also my nominee.
I feel like any Pan's Labyrinth nominee, like if they're on the list, they have to be nominated
have to be.
because it's Pan's Labyrinth.
Almost always, especially the women, because they are the main characters
Yeah,
in this movie.
and they're
they're fantastic.
And then my last one, I picked Drew Barrymore for Curious George.
Oh, not a bad nomination.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
that's
she
great.
killed it. She did
Yeah.
a good job.
That's a good one. Okay, here are my 5, and I'm glad that we kind of have a different
Okay.
one. And I'm actually surprised that you didn't pick one of the nominations that I have.
Huh.
But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So my 5 are Taylor Momsen for Cindy Lou Who and Grinch.
Okay.
I thought she crushed
She did a
that.
good job. That's fair.
She's the
That's
best
very
part
fair.
of that movie besides Jim Carrey, obviously.
Yes.
Kate Winslet as Rita
Hey,
in Flushed Away.
let's
Which
go.
was the one that I almost changed because I was like, there's no way Pelton is going
No way.
to nominate her. That's
Yeah, I had Kate
nuts.
Winslet.
Renee Zellweger as Vanessa Bloom in B Movie. I thought she crushed that performance
Okay.
as far as being a woman who is in love
attracted
with
to
a
a
bee.
bee, yeah.
That's great.
Hard
Eartha
one to
Kitt
do.
as Yzma in
Yeah,
Emperor's New
I
Groove.
knew you were
I
gonna
was
pick that
blown away that you did not.
Now listen, I
nominate her.
remember that episode. I remember you and Lily were in love with that movie and Eartha Kitt specifically.
Specifically her. I
Yes.
think she's the best part of that movie.
Yes. And Kronk is the best part. Let's
Okay.
calm down.
Yeah.
Patrick Warburton will always be the best part of any movie he's in.
Yeah, you're right.
Now I
You're right.
liked her, but I just wasn't a huge fan of the
character.
movie or the
movie, yeah,
character
no, that's fair.
overall.
That's fair.
So I'm like, I can't appreciate her performance as much as you two do.
Yeah.
'Cause I think the movie surrounding it is pretty weak.
I get that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I couldn't in good conscience choose her.
That is fair. I understand that. My last nominee
Thank you.
is same. Mirabelle Verdú as Mercedes in Pan.
Yeah, had to be.
It's an automatic
Yeah, come on
nomination.
now.
So your winner
My winner
for actress in a supporting role.
is Drew Barrymore for Curious
That
George.
blows my gosh darn mind out of my skull. How is that possible?
I think she did such a
Of
good
the list
job.
that you have,
I know.
and the person that you don't have in
I
your
know.
list.
Now again, I know the objective
Oh
right
my
answer is Pan's
God.
Labyrinth, but I had to go with like the Greenlit answer.
Sure.
And I think that character played by a worse actor is the worst character ever written in a movie.
Yeah.
But she does such a good job of making her like so sweet.
She's charming.
And she's just in love with the man with the yellow hat. And I love it. And it just adds to the cuteness of that movie. That should not have worked.
No.
And she did so good. And it makes the movie so much better.
Yeah.
So I gave it to Drew Barrymore.
The coolest thing about this category in particular is that your winner was someone that I didn't even nominate.
Yeah,
and
true.
my winner is someone that you did not even nominate. My
Eartha
winner
Kitt?
is Eartha Kitt for
I knew
Yzma
it.
and
I
Emperor's
knew
New Groove.
it.
It has to be. Also, by the way, for me at least, 2 back-to-back Emperor's New Groove nominations. Kronk and Yzma.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true.
Okay, moving right along
Yes.
to the worst of Greenlit, which I'm very excited
Here
about.
we go.
Let's
the
get
big
into it.
boys. The big boys.
Worst actor in any role.
Supporting
because
or lead.
specifically for this show, we realized that we didn't have a ton of time for all of this.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
we narrowed it down to worst actor in any role. We wanted to give, the best actor and actress in supporting and leading just because, obviously they deserve, actual
Yes.
recognition
Yeah.
because this show, we cover a lot of really bad movies.
And if you're actually good, it's pretty
Yeah,
rare.
it's
You know
great.
what I mean?
But worst actor in any role.
Any
This is
role.
going to get really
From
fun.
any movie we've ever
Any
covered
movie.
on this
and I'm
show.
convinced that we're going to have at least 3 overlapping in this
We
category.
must. We must.
Go for it.
Okay, this one was, there were a couple that were super obvious, and then I was only allowed 5 nominations. But at one point, I think I had 12.
Oh my God.
And I had to trim it down.
Great. I'm
this
so
took
excited
a
to hear
while.
This. Yeah.
So here are my 5 for worst actor in any role.
Any role.
Any
of
movie we've
all
covered.
Time. It's 28 movies we've ever covered.
Yes, it's a lot. Which, by the way, I just realized we've covered more than 24 movies, which means there's more than 24 hours worth of us talking about crappy movies.
Yeah.
Which
and
is
then
really
now
scary to
3
think
finales.
about. Yeah.
It's. I think I just looked on Apple Podcasts the other day. We have 30 episodes out.
Which means there's 30
This
hours
is the
of this.
31st episode.
Isn't that
you
crazy?
can go for more than a day straight of just listening to us ramble on.
I don't
about
know who
movies
would
from
do
our
that,
childhood.
but you can do that.
Probably my mom, your dad, my grandfather,
Yep.
and my girlfriend.
Yeah, that's about it.
That is it.
That is it. Okay,
And
where's
all my
actor?
Disney friends. Okay, go ahead.
Any role. Number 1, Lucas Cruikshank for Fred.
For Fred, yes.
Obvious.
It has to be.
It's
It
just,
literally
it's a
has
gimme.
to be.
Yeah. Second, another obvious one for me, Mike Myers.
It
for The Cat in the
literally
Hat.
has to be. If you didn't nominate him, I was going to leave
Yeah,
right now.
Those 2 were the 2 that were immediate.
Yeah.
And then there was a competition for the next 3.
Great. I'm
Yeah.
so excited to hear.
Number 3, even though I didn't hate the movie as much as you did, I think if you hang out with your friends and get high and watch it, it could be
I
fun.
know what's happening.
But I did nominate George Clooney for Batman.
Oh, you went Clooney.
I went Clooney.
You went Clooney. Okay.
Not
Yep. Keep going.
not anyone else.
Yep.
I went Clooney.
Just wait.
Because I think he's the worst Batman by miles.
Sure.
Okay, 4th. I feel bad doing this because I love the guy.
Yeah, me too.
I did
know what you're
Steve
gonna have.
Martin for
Oh
Pink
no,
Panther.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know. I
get
know.
I can get behind that.
Because
I get it.
And it was the worst movie of season 2 for me.
Yeah.
I think he was so beyond annoying in it. I love Steve Martin, but worst actor, Steve Martin.
Okay, I understand.
5th and final one.
Yeah.
I apologize to my father for this. I nominated Jerry Seinfeld for the B movie. Because every time because here's the thing, he barely did a character. He would just slip into Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh yeah, he did do. I forgot he did do bits.
Oh, it was the
Like, just
worst
Jerry
thing ever.
Seinfeld
It was
bits.
so distracting. It was so annoying.
I can get behind that. I can get behind
Yeah.
that more than Steve Martin.
Okay, that's
yeah,
fair.
I get that
Yeah,
one
yeah.
more. I understand.
But those are my 5.
Okay, going into my 5, I have George Lopez as Mr. Electric in Shark Boy and Lava Girl. That is an
Wow.
insane performance.
Yeah, it is
insane.
It's out of
I
control.
don't even know
It's
what.
wild.
I don't know where he was acting. I don't know where he even was.
Dude, I don't know. I don't even know what he was on.
I don't know
You
what
I
he was
mean?
doing. Yeah. Mike Myers.
Yeah,
as
had to
the
be.
Cat in the
Had to be.
Hat.
Yeah.
He is the cat in the
Yes.
hat.
That's a gimme.
Lucas Crookshank as Fred.
Yep.
Now I went Arnold Schwarzenegger
There, I knew.
in Mr. Freeze in Batman. and Robin.
Yeah.
And finally, this last slot was really tough for me. And I get B movie, that's a reasonable one. I went Alec Baldwin as Quinn in Cat in the Hat.
Oh, interesting. He
Yeah.
was close.
Yeah,
He was
the guy
very
who
close.
just sneezes all the
Yeah,
time
it's-
and is just really
It's
annoying.
just gross. It's
It's just a gross movie.
not in a funny way. It's
No.
just the whole movie's just gross.
It's horrible. Okay, who's your winner?
My
Who's
winner.
the worst actor of this entire show of all time.
Now I will say it really came down to 2, which
Me
is
too.
obvious.
Me
It
too.
came down to Lucas and Mike.
And Mike.
Yes.
I'm so curious who you picked.
Now it came
For
close.
me, it also came down to those two.
Yeah.
So my winner is one of
Obviously.
those.
Yeah,
two.
it has to be. If you picked anyone else, I would have walked. Now keep in mind, I think one person should win on an objective level. But if you remember the episode, I do have a very embarrassing nostalgia behind Fred.
Yes.
So I went with Mike Myers for the Cat in the Hat.
Wow. Okay, so we split it. I went Lucas Cruikshank.
No, I think it
Fred.
should be Lucas,
Yeah.
but just I do have that little very embarrassing personal connection.
I'm very glad that we both split because I was really struggling.
Yeah, it was really tough.
But I'm glad that they both won because they are objectively the worst two performers that this show has ever seen.
They both deserve to win this category.
I think worse than the actresses. Easily.
Oh, 100%.
Because the actresses, I was struggling.
Yeah, I struggled to come up with 5. I agree.
So going off of that, worst actress in any role.
Yeah, this was a tough one. This was a really tough one.
I agree. I had a hard time.
Some of these I almost want to apologize before I say them.
Me too.
Because it's just I had to pick 5.
Yeah.
But I have Siobhan Fallon Hogan for Fred's mom.
Yes.
I have Christopher DeFaria, ?
Okay.
For Peppermint Patty.
Yeah, because that was a dude.
That was a dude.
Yeah, that's a guy.
Yes. Now also, I kind of felt bad doing that one because like Peppermint Patty was annoying, but I wouldn't say worst.
No.
You know what I mean? So I felt bad. I put Christine Baranski for Martha May, whoever in The Grinch.
Okay, that's fair.
I nominated her. I was not a
that.
big fan of her. I put Dakota Fanning for Sally in The Cat in the Hat.
Okay.
Though I want to apologize because she was a kid.
Yeah.
She was young, whatever. The movie just kind of was bad. It wasn't even her fault. And I did put Jeanette McCurdy for Fred. There's 2 Fred nominations in my list. Yeah.
I also have 2, but different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was your 5?
Those are my 5.
Okay.
Yes.
I have Uma Thurman
I
as
knew
Poison
it. I
Ivy
knew it.
in Batman and Robin. I thought she
you
was
better not
trash.
pick her. I'm gonna be so bad.
Siobhan Fallon Hogan as Fred's mom.
Yep.
There you go.
I'm glad that also made your list.
I'm sorry. That was my second. It was Lucas and her. Sorry, not 2 in this category. Yeah. Kelly Preston as the mom in Cat in the Hat.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't like her at all.
So for me, she was barely in it. Like I forgot she was even.
That's
a character.
why I didn't like her. Because she was annoying for the small amount of time that she was in it. I have Taylor Dooley as Lava Girl.
Oh,
which was your I
put her best.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is funny because you put Uma Thurman and Taylor Dooley as best, and I put both of them as worst.
I put her as best. Oh yeah, I did put her as best.
But also again, it's a very small list for actresses.
Yeah.
So we do have very slim pickings, and if like you don't like the character, it's automatically going to this list.
Yeah, exactly. Like
because I didn't even think she was that bad, but just for this sake of argument.
That's
and
fair.
then I also put Tilda Swinton for the White Witch in Narnia.
As worst?
Yeah.
No way.
I didn't
thought
love
she was
her.
okay.
I thought she was fine, but again, it's like this list.
It's one of those where if you had more options, you probably wouldn't have gotten
Not
chosen.
at all.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all the girls killed it.
Yeah. They're great. Anyways, who was your winner?
My winner was Siobhan Fallon Hogan as Fred's mom.
Me too.
I figured. I'm so happy it wasn't Uma Thurman, but
this is crazy. I'm shocked that
there's more crossover than we thought.
Yeah, that's
which is
nuts.
because Fred was so bad.
Yeah, Fred was so bad.
So bad.
And I'm pretty sure I put Batman and Robin below Fred. And looking back, I now regret that decision.
Yeah, because I think I was shocked you did that.
Yeah.
That Fred wasn't your last.
At the time, I didn't like it. But anyways, going into worst director.
Yeah, big one.
Let's get into it. This is a huge category.
Into our one of our biggest categories here. Worst director. I have Bo Welch for The Cat in the Hat.
Yes.
I have Clay Weiner for Fred the Movie.
Yeah, of course,
very fitting last
Weiner.
name.
Yep.
I do have Joel Schumacher for Batman and Robin.
Yes.
Even though that movie's pretty fun, that was horrendous. So I have Robert Rodriguez for Shorts.
Interesting.
I felt bad about that one, but he's on the list. And I do have Roger Allers and Jill Colton for Open Season.
Okay.
I was really not a fan of that movie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Those are I will say again, 3 of those came obvious to me. Cat, Fred, and Batman for director. The other 2, not as harsh as the other 3, but...
Me too. Yeah, those 3 came
there
natural.
You go.
So I have those 3. And then I have Robert Rodriguez, but for Sharkboy and Lava Girl.
Oh.
Yeah. So
See, I like
Sharkboy and
Lava Girl more than I like Shorts.
I like Shorts more.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
Yeah. And then I have Bradley Raymond for Lion King 1.5.
Oh,
because
really?
my thing is when I was looking specifically at directing,
Sure.
he did a really, really bad job at trying to create a sequel to the original Lion King.
Yeah, that is
so when
true.
You have
we talked about that.
Like task,
and
if you don't pull that off, you are a bad director.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, that's fair. I get that.
So going into winners, let's hear it.
My winner for worst director was Bo Welch for The Cat in the Hat.
Fair enough.
For me, it was what was it? It was worst actor in any role was Cat. Worst director is Cat.
Yeah,
it's sweeping for me.
Fair enough. Mine specifically, I had a really hard time with this because Bo Welch is my very close second.
Okay.
My winner, because you're given this huge franchise.
Oh, it's
and you have such it's a layup.
It is.
You just do 3 things and the movie's great. but
It's
you
very
somehow
easy.
make this insane, chaotic mess that is Batman and Robin. I'm giving this to Joel Schumacher.
I that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. See, for me, it wasn't going to be Fred, even though that movie sucks.
Yeah.
Because Cat in the Hat and Batman and Robin are very much like the eye bleach movies. Like they both are just so visually disgusting.
Yeah.
But I do think Batman and Robin is fun if you were with your friends.
Yeah.
Cat in the
that's
Hat's
fair.
it's just you just ruin the night if you put
That's
that
fair.
on.
Yeah, okay. So moving on to best original music. Now this one was super fun because I got to listen to the like the Spotify like playlist with all of them.
I have something I gotta say.
Do you not have anything for
Now
original music?
I went off your text.
Yeah.
You text me all the categories.
Did I not include
You did not
original music?
include original music. I don't have
Amazing.
original music.
I'll run through mine and we'll move on.
Okay, perfect.
So I have Hyder Pereira and Jack Johnson for Curious George.
Good choice. Very good choice.
Because we literally went on a bit about that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. John Debney for Chicken Little.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that.
Henry Jackman for Turbo, which I'm also fairly sure that John Debney, Henry Jackman, and the next nominee I have all have been reoccurring people who have done scores on this.
Because that keeps
show.
happening to us. We get a lot of crossover.
So Henry Jackman for Turbo. It's fantastic if you re-listen to it.
Okay, fair.
Rupert Gregson Williams for B Movie. That has such a unique soundtrack that is the most nostalgic thing maybe about that movie for me.
Fine, whatever.
And then my winner, which is my last nomination, is Danny Elfman for
Yeah, I was
Rupert
about to
Gregson.
say.
It has to be.
Actually, you said original music. You're listing off your nominations. I was like, where is Danny Elfman?
Danny Elfman has to be on there.
Yeah, it has to be the winner. Come
Okay.
on, that's ridiculous.
Moving on to best 1 minute character.
I have that
So
one.
these are characters that show up for a fraction of the movie, very small fraction.
Barely
They're not even in supporting role. You could argue they're in supporting role, but they're in it so little that they're not even considered.
And this is also the category that me and Nick thought there'd be no crossover. I thought there'd be one category we have the same winner. I think it's this one.
I think it's this one too.
Okay, cool.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
go.
So my 5, I have the Slugs from Flushed Away.
Great nomination.
Great nomination. I have Twitchy the Squirrel from Hoodwinks.
Fantastic nomination.
I have John Cena from
Okay.
Fred.
Okay.
The only positive nomination
I like
Fred
that.
will ever have.
I like that.
I have Snoopy from Charlie Brown.
Okay.
And I have Max from The Grinch.
Awesome.
Those are my 5.
I love it.
Strong 5.
So here's my 5.
Okay.
Actually, before I start, honorable mention: every single supporting character in Nightmare Before Christmas.
That
because
almost
I
made
love
it.
That movie.
Yeah, it was either that or The Grinch, but I went with
Yeah.
Max instead.
So my 5: Snoopy from Charlie Brown.
Yep.
The Slugs from Flushed Away.
Hell
Has
yeah.
to be.
Come on now.
Moose Blood from B Movie.
Oh,
That's Chris Rock.
interesting. I remember.
Yeah, he's awesome. Japheth the Goat from Hoodwinked. I'm surprised you didn't nominate him.
I went with Twitchy instead.
The guy that he was like your favorite part of that movie. I remember you went on this whole tirade about him. You loved him.
Actually, I'll be so real with you.
You forgot about him?
Can I retract my Twitchy? I want to put him in. I kind of forgot
Yeah,
who
he's
he was.
the best part of that movie.
Yeah, he's getting
Coming
nominated.
from a person who didn't love that movie, I love
He was the best part. I fully forgot
his
who that
songs.
character was.
And then my 5th one is the theme song guy from Emperor's New Groove. The one who comes
That's
in, does
fair.
the theme song
Yeah,
at the beginning,
that's fair.
very end.
Yeah.
So who's your winner?
Snoopy.
Has to be Snoopy.
Come on,
Has
it's
to be
Snoopy, dog.
We both, he's
That's
literally
such an
Snoopy dog.
obvious one.
Yeah, Snoopy is the winner
Easily.
and we can move right along to one of my favorite categories is worst CGI.
Yes.
Now, not every movie we've covered is CGI, especially because a lot of them are animated.
Yes.
But we have had this unique experience where 3 movies that I have nominated are from the same director because he does live action and he does have a very notorious,
Eye bleach style.
yes,
Now,
Let's get into
I only
it.
have 2 from Robert Rodriguez.
that's fair.
I have
all 3.
Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D,
Yeah.
and I have shorts.
Yes.
I did not include Spy Kids.
I included Spy Kids.
I was close. I did Cat in the Hat for 3.
Me too.
I did Batman and Robin
Okay.
for 4. And I was gonna do Spy Kids, but then I remembered the scene where you can see the studio lights and the
Oh,
ceiling.
yeah.
So I did How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
I think a
gonna
lot of it holds up. It's just the bad parts are shocking.
Yeah. I'm going to change one of my nominations.
Oh.
So I have Spy Kids, Shorts, Shark Boy and Lava Girl,
Yeah, I figured.
Cat in the Hat.
Yep.
And then I initially put Hop because I really struggled putting a 5th one. Then I remember that Hop and G-Force like weirdly are not bad.
It's not
They're
that
actually
bad.
pretty realistic.
Yeah.
I'm going to change mine to Batman and Robin
There it is.
for Hop.
Yeah, I figured.
And your winner?
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
It literally has to be Shark Boy and
It's
Lava
the
Girl.
grossest movie you
We
ever
both-
watch.
I want to count at the end how many we have. At the very, very end of the show, I think we should go through all of our winners in a row.
I agree.
Okay. So moving right along to best DVD cover.
Okay, best DVD. Here are my 5. You ready?
Yes.
Now, this one was kind of tough because some of these are nostalgia, some of these are just like great covers. It's kind of
Yeah.
a mix of both. But I have Pan's Labyrinth because that DVD is sick. That poster is so cool.
Yes. I also have that.
I have Chronicles of Narnia, because for me, it's like an iconic one.
Okay.
Of the big lion.
Yeah.
I have Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
'Cause that's iconic with the moon.
Yeah.
I have Hoodwinked, because I love Hoodwinked, and I have Chicken Little. Of
Great.
him in the big chair and the
Yeah.
suit, you know.
Okay.
I can picture all of those without looking them up. You know what I mean?
Same. I actually went kind of the opposite. I did all the ones that I didn't necessarily own on DVD because I'm so used to the DVD covers that I owned that I kind of went the opposite way. So I didn't do Narnia. I didn't do Nightmare. I didn't do like all those. So I have Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Okay, fair.
Hoodwinked.
Okay.
Pan's Labyrinth. Weirdly enough, Surf's Up. It's all of them
Really?
surfing. Yeah. Super fun.
I'm
and
shocked
then
by
Curious
that.
George.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a good nomination. I
one.
appreciate Curious
The
George.
winner.
I chose, because I think you have to, is Nightmare Before Christmas. It's
can
so iconic.
I agree that it's the most iconic of them
beautiful,
all.
yeah.
My favorite of them all, my winner, is Hoodwinked. Because
Oh,
they're all standing in
with
the
the
lineup.
I know.
And they're all going to jail. It's
That's
awesome.
why I picked it for a
Yeah.
nomination.
It's
I'm so happy.
So cool.
You picked Hoodwinked as a winner.
It's very
Let's
cool.
go.
Now going into our final two categories.
Yes.
These are objectively the
ones.
big ones. They're
Yes.
the end all be all for the show.
Yes.
We have Best Picture is the one we're going to do now.
Yeah.
So these are our favorite movies of the show. So I talked to Pelton about this. We extended both of these last two to 10
nominations. Now,
Wanna go?
for Best Picture, because it's this show, I only have 7.
That's fair.
I just could not, in
Yeah.
good conscience, get to 10. So here are my 7. You ready?
Yeah.
For Best Picture, Chicken Little,
Yeah, I knew it.
Surf's Up,
Okay.
Hoodwinked,
Yes.
Zathura, A Space Adventure.
I'm not surprised of any of these. So
I
far.
know. Curious George,
Fantastic.
Chronicles of Narnia,
Okay.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Okay.
Those are my 7.
Got it. My 10.
Here we go.
I have Over the Hedge,
Ridiculous.
Chicken Little,
Correct.
Kermit Swamp Ears,
Unacceptable.
Surf's Up,
Okay.
B Movie,
Oh, for Best? That's
The
ridiculous.
Nightmare Before Christmas,
Okay.
The Emperor's New Groove,
Shocker.
Pan's Labyrinth,
Has to be.
Curious George,
Okay.
and How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Wow. I'm
Yes.
stunned. That
They
Grinch
were
made the list.
I basically I went through each season and I picked like my top 3 or 4 or
Okay.
whatever from
Yeah,
each
that's
of the
fair. That's
seasons.
fair.
I kind of just went through how can I make 10 and be happy with the 10.
Yes.
So your favorite movie
My favorite movie
of all of these
Now,
ever for all
yes.
of Greenlit ever of all
for
time.
all of Greenlit. Most of these I've been going with the Greenlit answer, but for best movie that we've ever covered on the show, it objectively is Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
It has to be Pan's Labyrinth.
It does.
So I gave it to
doesn't
Pan.
But
You didn't.
Can you guess what mine is?
You didn't do Emperor, did you?
I did Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, okay.
It
That's
is
fair.
my
That is
favorite
fair.
movie that we've covered on the show. I think it's one of our best episodes.
Okay.
I think I've had the most fun watching it with you in the theaters.
That was really cool.
I had such a fun time doing the notes because there's so many insane stories.
Yeah,
about that
especially
movie.
with that movie.
Watching the behind the scenes, there are so many behind the scenes videos on the movie. It's one of the most in the zeitgeist movies we ever covered.
Yep.
It's my favorite. The music, the acting, the
That's fair.
animation, everything.
That's fair. I will say, out
It's
of
short.
this
It's
entire
great.
show, we've only covered 2 real movies. Those
Yeah.
are the 2 of them.
Yeah, you're right.
Nightmare and Pan's Labyrinth. So I can sleep happy knowing that those 2 won
Yeah.
Best Picture. That feels correct.
Okay. Now, here we go. The crux of this entire show. Worst picture.
Worst
or
picture.
the I can't believe this got Greenlit award.
The big one.
This is the titular award of the night.
Yes, the big one.
Now, do you have 10 slots?
I have 9.
You have 9. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's closer than 7. All right, let's go. Let's
okay.
do it.
In order. Worst Picture. I can't believe it's got Greenlit Award, our last award of the night.
The worst movie of all time.
The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D.
Has to be.
The Cat in the Hat.
Has to be.
Lion King 1.5.
Yes.
Fred the Movie.
Yes.
Open Season.
Yes.
B Movie.
Okay.
Batman and Robin.
Okay.
Shorts. The Adventures of the Wishing Rock.
Fair.
And The Pink Panther.
Okay.
Those
So
are my 9
mine.
worst.
We have very similar.
I
Very
figured.
Fred the movie.
Yep.
Batman and Robin.
Yes.
The Cat in the Hat.
Yes.
Lion King 1.5.
Correct.
The Adventure of Shark Boy and Lava Girl in
Obvious.
3D.
Yep.
Hop.
Oh,
Spy Kids.
how dare you?
G-Force.
How dare you?
Pink Panther.
Yes.
And Shorts.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. So, drum roll, please. This is the last award of the night.
Here we go.
What is your winner of the worst movie of all
My
time?
winner. It was close. It was
Yeah, it
so
was
close
so
between
close.
2 specifically.
Me too.
But I once again, it's been sweeping the night. I went with The Cat in the Hat for
Dude,
worst
we
picture.
are paralleled in our sweeps because mine is Fred the movie.
You know what? Both of those movies deserve this award.
I'm so glad that we both went parallel tracks.
I am too.
In our literal second that we were struggling between, we both shared the same brain cell and picked the other one.
Thank God. They both deserve to win that award. They're
And-
easily the worst movies we've ever covered.
And guys, that's it.
That was the
is
Greenlit Awards,
the
and that was
first
season
annual
2.
Greenlit Awards. It's season 2. And one final thought about Greenlit Season 2 as a whole. I can't believe this got greenlit. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to yet another season of I Can't Believe This Got Greenlit.
We appreciate you, seriously.
This is the last episode of 2023 and the last episode of the season.
Yep.
Hopefully, WECB will let us back for a third season, but if not, regardless, we thank them for a great season 2. And thank you all for listening. We will see you in January for the first ever episode of hopefully season 3, first ever episode of 2024.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Yes.
And we will see you then.
We appreciate you so much.
We love you all.
Have a good holidays.
Bye.
Goodbye.